In many of our Indian homes, we talk about everything under the sun. We discuss school, festivals, relatives, and even the latest cricket match with great enthusiasm. But when it comes to money, a strange silence often falls. We call it paiso ki baat. Many parents feel it is not right to talk about money with children. They think it will make them greedy or worried. But I believe this silence is a missed opportunity. Money is a part of life, just like food and love. Not talking about it is like trying to teach a child to cook without ever letting them see the kitchen. It leaves them unprepared for the world that awaits them outside our protective homes. Teaching children about money is one of the most important lessons we can give them. It is a lesson in responsibility, in making choices, and in understanding the value of hard work. When we hide our financial realities, we create a world of mystery for them. They see us buy things, pay bills, and plan for the future, but they do not understand the effort that goes into it. They might think money is a magical thing that simply appears from a machine in the wall. This lack of understanding can lead to difficult situations later in life. A child who learns about money early on grows into an adult who respects it and knows how to manage it wisely. This conversation is not about numbers and figures alone. It is about our values. In India, we hold dear the values of thrift, of helping others, and of planning for a rainy day. These are the very lessons that a good money conversation can teach. When a child understands that the new toy they want costs the same as a week's worth of vegetables, they learn about choices. When they see their parents set aside a small amount for a family in need, they learn about compassion. These are not lessons about wealth. They are lessons about life itself, woven into the fabric of our culture and our daily existence. So why must we talk? We must talk to build trust. We must talk to prepare them for the future. We must talk to pass on our most cherished family values. A child who is part of the family's financial conversations, in a simple and age-appropriate way, feels more connected and responsible. They understand that the family is a team working together. This is not a burden for them. Instead, it is a gift of knowledge and confidence that will serve them for their entire life. It helps them see money not as a source of stress, but as a tool to build a good and meaningful life. Starting the money conversation does not need a special meeting or a serious face. It can begin in the most ordinary moments of our daily lives. Think about your weekly trip to the vegetable market. This is a perfect classroom. You can involve your child. Ask them, shall we buy tomatoes for 40 rupees a kilo? Or should we look for the vendor selling them for 35 rupees? This simple question teaches them about comparing prices and making smart choices. It shows them that money is not just spent, it is managed. The market, with its vibrant colors and constant bargaining, becomes their first lesson in economics. Another simple way to begin is by giving them a small, regular allowance like a pocket money or a weekly kharchi. This is not just giving them money to spend, it is giving them a chance to learn. When you give them, say, 50 rupees for the week, explain what it is for. You can say, this is your money for the week. You can buy a small chocolate bar with it, or you can save it to buy that storybook you wanted. This gives them a sense of ownership and responsibility. They will make mistakes. They might spend it all on the first day. But that mistake is a valuable lesson in itself, far better than any lecture. Storytelling is a wonderful tool that we Indians use for everything, so why not for money? Tell them stories from your own childhood. You could share, when I was your age, my grandfather would give me 1 rupee every time he visited. I saved all those rupees in a small steel box. After a whole year, I had enough to buy a beautiful kite for Makar Sankranti. Such stories make the idea of saving real and emotional. They connect the concept of money to family, love, and the joy of achieving a goal. It makes the lesson personal and memorable, far more than a simple instruction to save your money. The key is to keep it simple and relatable. Use the world around you as your teaching aid. When you pay the electricity bill, you can mention, we must remember to switch off the lights when we leave a room. This helps us save money on the bill, and we can use that money for our family picnic. This connects their actions directly to a financial outcome. It is not a scolding, but a gentle reminder of how small habits contribute to the family's well-being. These small, consistent conversations build a strong foundation of financial awareness without any pressure or fear. Once the conversation has started, we can introduce 3 simple ideas to our children: saving, spending, and sharing. In our culture, these are known as bachat, karch, and dan. The best way to teach this is to make it visual. You can give your child 3 small jars or boxes. Label them clearly. One is the gullik for saving, the second is karch for spending, and the third is dan for sharing or charity. When they receive their pocket money, guide them to divide it among these 3 jars. This simple act teaches them a balanced approach to money right from the start. Let's talk about the gullik first. This is their savings jar. It is for their future dreams, big or small. It could be for a new bicycle, a video game, or a gift for their friend's birthday. Help them set a goal. If the bicycle costs 2,000 rupees and they save 50 rupees every week, help them calculate how long it will take. This teaches them patience, planning, and the joy of delayed gratification. Seeing the money in the gullik grow week after week is a powerful motivator. It shows them that small, consistent efforts lead to big results. This is the foundation of long-term financial security. Next comes the karch jar. This is their spending money. It is important to give them the freedom to spend this money as they wish, within reasonable limits. This is where they learn to make choices and experience the consequences. If they spend all their karch money on sweets and then don't have enough for a comic book they want later, it's a natural lesson. We should not rush to give them more money. Instead, we can say, "I understand you are disappointed. Let's think about how you can plan your spending differently next week." This teaches them budgeting and the concept of opportunity cost in a very practical way. Finally, and most importantly, is the dan jar. This teaches them compassion and gratitude. It connects money to a larger purpose beyond their own needs. You can decide as a family where this money will go. Perhaps it can be used to buy biscuits for the street dogs, donate books to a local library, or contribute to a collection for a community helper's family during a festival like Diwali. When they physically put money into the dan jar and participate in the act of giving, they learn that money has the power to bring happiness, not just to oneself, but to others as well. This is a priceless lesson in empathy. The goal of talking about money is to empower our children, not to scare them or start a fight. To keep these conversations positive, the tone we use is everything. We should speak with calmness and patience, not with anger or frustration. Avoid using phrases like, "Do you think money grows on trees?" or "We can't afford that." Such statements create fear and shame. Instead, we can try a different approach. If a child asks for an expensive toy, we can say, "That is a wonderful toy. It is not in our budget right now, but let's add it to your gullik goal." We can see how we can save for it together. It is also crucial to be honest, but in an age-appropriate way. We do not need to share the details of every loan or investment with a young child, but we can be honest about our family's financial priorities. For example, we can say, "This year, our main goal is to save money for your grandparents' medical needs, so we will be spending less on vacations." This makes the child feel like a respected member of the family. It teaches them that money decisions are based on priorities and values, and it helps them understand and accept the family's choices without feeling deprived or resentful. Making money a regular topic of conversation helps remove the tension around it. Don't wait for a problem to arise. Weave it into everyday life. Celebrate financial wins together. Did you get a good discount on groceries? Share the news happily at the dinner table. Did your child save enough in their gullik to buy their book? Celebrate that achievement with praise and encouragement. When money is discussed regularly and in a positive light, it becomes a normal and comfortable subject, just like talking about school or friends. It removes the feeling that money is a taboo or stressful topic. Ultimately, we must lead by example. Our children watch our actions more than they listen to our words. If we are constantly fighting about money or spending impulsively, our lessons will have no meaning. But if they see us planning our finances together, saving diligently, and being generous with what we have, they will learn these habits naturally. Let us make Pays Ki Baat a happy and constructive family ritual. It is a journey that builds not just financially savvy children, but also stronger, more connected families, ready to face the world with wisdom and confidence.